Good morning. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the murder of three elderly siblings and its connection to an online romance scam that the two of them were caught up in. The Guardia Civil have arrested a 42-year-old man of Pakistani origin, identified as Dilwar Hussain. They said he handed himself in and confessed to the murders. The bodies of siblings, Amelia, who was 67, Angelis, who was 74, and Jose Gutierrez Ayuso, who was 77, were found at their home last week. They'd been partly burned and had lived together in Morata de Tajonia, a town of around 8,000 inhabitants southeast of Madrid. Police said the motive of the crime appeared to be the debt the siblings had with the subject, linked to the sisters' apparent involvement in the online scam. The Foreign Minister yesterday said that 88 countries now support Spain's idea for a conference to achieve lasting peace in Palestine and Israel. The plan was proposed by the Prime Minister and adopted by the 27 EU states back in October, and now is endorsed by countries in the Arab League and the Organisation of Islamic Cooperation, Sir Jose Manuel Albares said. He said the proposed peace plan is not about merely talking about a two-state solution. It's about practically recognising and establishing a viable Palestinian state. Albares said on Monday, after a Foreign Affairs Ministers meeting in Brussels, that he hopes the entire international community will come together to recognise Palestine during that peace conference. Committed to de-escalation and pushing forward the peace process, Albares travelled to Beirut late yesterday before heading on to Iraq. And Morocco stopped 75,184 people from illegally migrating to Europe last year. That's up 6% compared to a year earlier, so the country's Interior Ministry said yesterday. The figures reflected the resilience of border and coast surveillance apparatus. The ministry said Morocco and Spain have strengthened their cooperation in addressing illegal migration since they patched up a separate diplomatic feud back in 2022. The North African country for a long time has been a major launch pad for African migrants aiming to reach Europe through the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, or by jumping the fences surrounding the Spanish enclaves of Ceuta and Melilla. Tighter surveillance of Morocco's northern borders is prompting an increasing number of migrants to try the riskier and longer Atlantic route to the Canary Islands. The Moroccan Navy rescued 16,818 people at sea in 2023. That's up 35% compared to a year earlier. Morocco has also busted some 419 migrant trafficking networks. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.